our guest today. We have Dak of Open World. He was also bassist formerly of Service Cock, one of the OG bands here in town.
Uh,
But he's been doing his due diligence in the hardcore scene with Open World. They fucking kill it. If you guys are in the San Antonio area and have not checked them out, by all means, go fucking see them. They have amazing merch, amazing music, and we're gonna be picking his brain a little bit about new metal today.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so you were asking me like when did I start listening to new metal? Um, of course I heard it like back in the day, but I was a child and didn't really have access to a lot of the stuff, just the stuff I'd see on MTV. And then as a young punk, I thought the rapping was stupid. So I just hated Limp Bizkit. I didn't know why. I just thought it was dumb. And then my buddy put it on. I was telling him, "Oh, is this Limp Bizkit?" Like, "Oh, this sucks. I hate it." And he was like, "Why? Why?" And I just like couldn't tell him. I had no good reason. I was like, "Oh, they just suck."
Damn, he got
Which
you
made
with
me like,
that shit.
yeah, and I do that shit to people all the time now. Yeah, I didn't have a good answer for him, and so it made me like go investigate him. And it turns out I kind of fucking liked Limp Bizkit, and it kind of started the rabbit hole. I must have been like 21 or 22, so this is 2016. So like I wasn't there when it all happened, like I said, but that's probably when I started getting into new
So
metal
you built an
more.
appreciation for it after the happening, like it was already over and done with, like said with, like
Yeah, yeah. And after I claimed I hate it and everything.
that's insane. Because it's like I was the opposite. I grew. Do you have older siblings? I don't know if I've never
I
asked
had some
you.
older cousins that were into that kind of stuff, but I think they were more on like the punk rock side, which I drifted towards.
Uh huh. Yeah, because when I met you, you had more of a punk aesthetic, I guess, or you've always had like a metal aesthetic, I should say. You have very much like a. I don't mean this in a bad way, but fucking, what is that dude who sings "Ball with the Ball"? What's his fucking name? Kid
Kid
Rock.
Rock?
You got
Dude,
Kid
I
Rock
actually
and
have him on my list to talk about because like I know he's like a dumb boomer who's all into politics and shit. But when Devil Without a Cause came out, that shit was new metal as fuck and everybody was bumping it. It's got Ball with the Ball, Cowboy. Cowboy went crazy. That one I did jam when, back in the day.
yeah, it's funny because like whether you like it or not, he's in the zeitgeist. People know who he is, and people it's a meme, but some people fuck with it. Like some people fuck with it heavy.
Yeah. Actually, also speaking of Kid Rock and speaking of like why is he bad? I don't know. You, sir, were probably one who gave me a lot of grief about Kid Rock.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Kid Rock fan.
Y- Yeah, no, you don't have to be, but he's just another one where, well, nowadays like people can have their reasons or whatever, but before all that, it's like, oh, he sucks. It's like, why? And like he just sucks, and nobody ever has a reason.
It's funny because that's another reason why I wanted to have you on because I feel like you and I are always like getting in a debate about like why this
We, li-
artist is good or why they suck or what the fuck. Like we're always like
yeah,
debating something about a band.
and I think we listen to like almost opposite music.
Yeah, that too. And it's cool though because then I've been gaining more of an appreciation for music that I don't listen to on a regular basis because it's just with age you've listened to everything you like already. So you're like, let me get a taste of something new. So these
Mhm.
these Wednesday streams, we always have people tossing um like song recommendations and shit, and then we listen to them, and it gives me like kind of an idea of like what is like being consumed right now because we get stuck in our little pocket dimensions of what we love, you know.
Yeah, and we have so much now, like Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, all that shit. When back in the day, all you had was the radio, MTV, MTV2,
Right, dude.
etc.
I miss that shit because MTV put me on to so many different fucking bands just from waking up and watching the music videos in the morning before school and stuff.
Yeah, MTV was a huge part of why new metal, like the new metal boom. was it late 90s, early 2000s. Huge part of why that shit got popular. You had Fred Durst on TRL,
True.
um, shit like that. They play like the music videos and stuff. System of a Down was getting played. Linkin Park was getting played. And aside from the radio, that being like the major avenue, the
So
youth got their music.
here's a question I have. Like when it comes to new metal, like you say Linkin Park, you consider them a new metal band?
Um, for like, yeah, sure I do. For conversation's sake,
So
I guess they are rap and rock.
would you consider like bands like Papa Roach new metal?
So there's like a weird area of like new metal butt rock crossover. I'm also a
Hmm.
huge butt rock fan. Papa Roach. I don't know about new metal, but they're in the same era. They're playing the same shows. They're on the Ozfests at the time. I don't know if they have enough rap to be new metal.
See, because my thing is they have elements of hip hop. They have a turntable. They have some kind of like,
Oh shit! Yes, they do.
but they don't like you. I agree with you. They really don't rap. They're like alternative more than they are new metal because they're still like uh it's like a separate thing. I feel like new metal is an aesthetic as well. There's like the way people dress. They have like the big ass fucking trip pants and shit, and I don't know. Like that's always how I've seen people at like a new metal
There's
gig.
a an aesthetic to it because I think at that time was when Hot Topic first came out, and that's
Yeah,
where you could get all that shit.
yeah. All the
And of course,
fucking
that's what they're wearing in the music videos that they're seeing on MTV. So they want to dress up like that, go to the show. No different than nowadays. We just get it from other sources.
so here are my other two like I don't want to say it's controversial, but these are just questions I have out of the sake of like I need to know or like I need a second opinion type thing. So
Sure.
so Mudvayne,
Ooh.
what would you say that Mudvayne falls underneath?
See, they don't rap a lot either, but like the riffs of Mudvayne are so fucking new metal,
Yeah.
especially that like heavy bass in there. That they're meme famous for now.
Yeah, they have that aesthetic too. Like they have the aesthetic of what like new metal was at that
So
time.
yeah, they were painting their faces all crazy and shit, spiking their hair, coloring their hair, and that was a big thing in new metal. Like masks, like Slipknot,
Yeah.
um, face paint, like Mudvayne, um, shit like that. Yeah, that was part of the aesthetic. It was just angry music. I kind of liken it to like punk. Like the youth are angry and they don't have anything to relate to. And then new metal hit the scene.
So on that note, with that adjacent to new metal stuff, people think new metal is just music that came out of the 90s. Like they think it's just metal that happened during the 90s. What is your take on that?
Like, are there new metal bands?
Or like what would you classify as new metal? Like what does it take to be a new metal band?
Um, that time frame helps. Like I said, I'm not an authority on the subject, but like when I think new metal, I do think Mudvayne, along with your Limp Biscuits and Corns. But what makes new metal? Got to have some kind of rap in there and some kind of rock. I think at the end of the day,
Right. Like there has to be
it's
some
usually
kind
pretty
of like hip hop
bouncy,
cadence. Right, yeah.
and most of them got some fucking riffs, dude.
So
So
another
you need
one
riffs and
another
rap,
one
I
that
guess.
always gets in like that I always find myself like raging at is when people call System of a Down new metal. And I'm just like,
Mm.
it's so tough because they don't rap, but he speaks fast as fuck at times. Like there are times where Surge is like he's just laying down a full thesis of analytics into you, and but it's not really the same thing as like a what I would consider traditional new metal delivery. But does that still consider
Yeah.
it?
Is do I consider Surge as like a rapper? No. But like the wordplay, which makes it interesting over the heavy metal, would be like new metal almost, or new metal adjacent even. It's also the shows they were playing. They were playing shows with Limp Bizkit and Snot and
Right.
whatever else, and so they were all buddies with each other.
So it would make
Are they
sense to
new
call them
metal?
new metal adjacent, I guess, at best.
In casual conversation, I would just consider them new metal.
Right. Just for like the layman, you would be like, yeah, they're a new metal band or whatever. Like,
Yeah, there's a little nuance to it, but new metal breaks off into some groups too. Just like it's a subgenre, there's like subgenres of that.
right.
I think.
So have you heard of
Wh-
a band called fucking oh damn it, now I forgot their name. They're like it's like trap metal. Oh fuck, what the fuck is their name?
Are they new?
Yeah, they're like newer. Fuck, when Austin
There's
comes in here, I'll be able to tell you. He'll probably remember.
so there's a lot of hardcore nowadays that has a heavy rap influence, or they're
Yeah.
straight up rapping over hardcore beats. I like that shit too.
So that's
I'm
the
like,
like
how is that
hardcore's
not new
always
metal?
had like that hood element, but I feel like now it's really like cholo. Like new metal's got like this cholo hood element to it now that I'm just like, where did this come from? Like,
Mm,
I don't know. I see it a lot. Maybe it's just because we're in San Antonio and that's
I
why
think I
it's
think that's it. Yeah,
okay. I was like,
because new metal gets a bad rap for being like angry white kid shit.
oh, I'm talking about
Um,
hardcore.
and yeah, the hardcore where we live um, has more of those kinds of people in it.
Right. Yo, thanks for the follow, Devi Games. Appreciate it. We're over here talking about
But like
music.
Live from Houston, have you heard of them?
Who?
Lie from Houston. They're like a
Nuh-uh.
newer hardcore band, but they've got a DJ in there. Like
Oh
he's pretty
shit.
much rapping. I people like joke and post and call them new metal. I don't know if they're like new metal, but they sound fucking dope.
Have you heard of
Crazy ass shows
Cable?
too. Cable from Houston?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, they're
Yep.
dope.
We played a
I've seen
show
them a
with
couple
them.
times.
We played a show with them this past month or whatever. Those dudes are fucking insane. Cause
Dude,
it's
that
like
bass player goes crazy, huh?
but it's like a hardcore band, but it also has like that too. There's like singing in it. Like I've never seen a hardcore
So
band do that.
yeah, so like I was saying, new metal can kind of break down into some more groups. You have like this rap side, and then there's like this industrial kind of side. Like Mudvayne might not be very rap, but they have like some industrial music kind of themes going
True.
on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that makes hella sense
And
actually.
so they're not like, oh yo, it's Freddie D, but they got like the
They
sounds
go
like they're just banging on metal in there.
right. They go more of the
Yeah.
9 Inch Nails route with it. I
Yes.
see.
I think
So
Nine
Holy
Inch Nails was
shit.
around that time too.
We got
Maybe a
I
little
Stin
heard
in
before.
the
y'all.
chat. Yo, yo, yo. What up, Stin?
What's up?
I heard you ask a question earlier, and I wanted to elaborate on that a little bit. That's the question was, why do people not like Kid Rock? And
Yeah,
I would like to elaborate that just a little bit, but I'm not gonna dog on Kid Rock. I'm gonna let him do it for me.
yeah.
There's a song that Kid Rock did for the Osmosis Jones movie.
Okay.
If I
Go off.
if I say the lyrics here,
Oof.
there's possibility of getting banned.
Yeah. Like I'm
Go
saying,
listen to that and read those
I'm
lyrics, and
I
that's
don't
why
want to
people
defend
hated
him
him.
either, to be honest. I'm just talking about that album when it came
Hi,
out. And
Billy
then
Yeah,
James.
he had a pretty steep downhill after that one.
yeah.
Hellbilly
I was just
Deluxe
like,
Yeah,
was
and
new
there's a lot of
metal.
like backstage stories and stuff about how he's just a prick backstage and shit.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
heard
like the
he was.
lyrics of that song alone is why I don't like. I would like Kid Rock if it weren't for that song.
Yeah, I
And
don't
of
know.
course,
I
He
can
brings a
take
Medusa.
lot
him
of
or
bad
leave
attention
him,
to himself.
especially later now. I can respect him as the meme he is to me at least, but I know there are people who are like die hard like Kid Rock
Yeah.
fans, whatever.
And
More
that
power
hate,
to him.
especially at that time that I was talking about, like a lot of bands got that hate for a long time. Even more recently, like
Right.
pre-COVID, if I was telling somebody that they're like, "Oh, what are you jamming?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm fucking been jamming Limp Bizkit again." They're like, "Why? They suck." And I'm like, "Why?" and
Bro,
they're just
you
like,
know
I
what's
don't
funny?
know, and
I
they've got
actually
fucking
got
riffs and bars.
I got an old head's opinion on this, like an old head who like played in old metal bands. They played with Typo Negative in Mexico in the fucking 90s or whatever.
What the fuck?
Hell
And
yeah.
he was telling me that people didn't like new metal when it came out. Get this. A lot of it was because they didn't have guitar solos.
Right.
Mm.
That makes sense.
And that was the
because that
big
was
thing at the going
80s
into the
was like the
90s, you know.
peak, yeah, of that shit. Like
Hardcore
doing
does
like
that too. There's not a lot of guitar solos in hardcore.
yeah, they focus way
Mhm.
It's
more on
all
the
just
rhythm.
about the rhythm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I like a lot more, honestly. Like I can respect a good guitar solo, but when that's in every song, it kind of overdoes it for me.
And they don't quite make them
It
like they used to.
it
Yeah, true.
devalues the concept of a guitar solo.
Yeah, but like nowadays you don't run into it so much because it's like getting cool again. I guess the '90s were 25 years ago, so they're retro now. Like all the fests coming out that have Limp Bizkit and Korn headlining, Systems popping up again. Fucking Snot is popping up again. Probably definite top 2 bands ever,
Didn't you
maybe for
say
me.
that their
I was looking
singer died or some shit?
I
Yeah, he
was looking
died
at
in a
their
car
wiki.
wreck a long time ago.
So they like like they like found new members.
Yeah, they went on a very long hiatus, and just very recently they got onto social media. They've
Bro,
never
you
been on social
brought
media
them
before.
back. You're
Uh,
listening literally brought them. They were like,
no,
dude, someone's
a lot of
listening
old
to
heads
that.
know it's not.
No, I'm just kidding.
Um, the Snot Get Some album goes fucking crazy.
Is
It's a
that the
lot
one
of
with the
wah
dog
pedal.
on it?
The Dog and the Lemon, yes,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
dog is Dobbs. Um, what an amazing album cover
Dude,
too.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm not a huge new metal fan. I can appreciate it. There's some good stuff out there that I fuck with. And I asked Dak because we were doing an episode a while back about new metal. And I was like, hey, put me on. What is the first? Like, I was asking him some shit because I was like, this guy knows about new metal probably more than I do. And he sent me a couple bands. So I listened to Snot, the band he's talking about right now, and then Primer 55.
Yes,
Who
fuck yes.
that
Other
shit
top 2.
that is incarnate of what new metal is, to in my opinion. Like that is to a T what new metal should be and what is good version of it.
That
Like
shit makes me want to commit felonies in the pit.
I could, yeah, same. That makes me want to get down harder than hardcore, honestly, because hardcore makes
That
me
shit
want
makes me want to
to
get face
dance.
tattoos
Hell yeah.
and make bad life decisions.
Dude, talk about another fucking amazing album cover. Primer 55's Introduction to Mayhem. Holy shit. It's like 2 anime chicks just beating the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah, that's the cover to it or whatever. Yeah.
And something Snot and Primer 55 do is they have some like pretty lengthy interludes, or even like interludes that get their own track listing and stuff. And
That's what
so
I miss
they'll
about
get
that
down hard
era
as
of
fuck,
CDs.
and then they'll go light, and then they'll get down hard as fuck, and then be real chill.
They treat it like it's a full on ride, like you're gonna be
Mhm.
listening to it from beginning to
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, and that's something that my band is gonna do with our EP. We have like all the songs kind of like lead into one another. And then like you said, there's a entire interlude on our EP that is just like Chinese instrumental vibe. It's like pretty cool.
Hell yeah, I miss
Yeah,
the
give the audience
theatrics
a
of
chance to
that.
chill, reset, especially if they're like moshing and stuff. It's a good mosh break.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah, it's like
let's
a
get all
palate
together. I
cleanser.
think I got that. Personally, I got that concept from just asking Alexandria and Attack Attack.
Oh yeah, they're not the first bands to do it by any means. I just thought it was.
Yeah.
I had noticed they both do it.
Oh, Stin, I
Well,
was gonna
they probably
ask
did it
you.
before the bands that I know. I'm just saying that's where I heard it first, personally. What's up?
Stin, what was the name of that trap metal band that sounds all fucking
Dropout Kings?
who?
Was it Dropout Kings?
No, it was like
Oh, are you talking about Paleface?
yes, Paleface
Okay,
Sweet.
so they're
Have
a
you ever heard
deathcore
of them?
band, but they
Oh, are
just
they
released
from?
that one song.
They're
Are
from
they from Austin?
Switzerland. No, that's Pale
Oh.
Fade. They're good.
Oh yeah.
No, Pale
Pale
Face
Face.
Swiss. They're from Switzerland or whatever. But they you should check them out. Oh no, it's not
It's just
Paleface is one of them, but there was another one your homie from fucking Tarnished showed us.
yeah, that's the Pale Face one.
No, there was like these Houston dudes with like the fucking it was like trap metal, like straight up. Like the guys were I don't think that was the same.
Dropout Kings, bro.
No.
We showed you Glitch Gang. It's Glitch Gang, 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 gang. Make that shit
Yo.
bang, 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 bang.
Is that
I'm lighting fire with fire.
Glitch Gang? Is that the song? Do they have Head PE and Crazy Town on that?
I don't know. They might have done a remix.
I think, yeah, Glitch Gang, Dropout Kings. They have another song, Glitch Gang remix that I'm actually familiar with. That Head PE, new metal band, Crazy Town is on it. They do the "Come my lady, come my lady,
Yeah.
you're my butterfly," and then fucking
baby.
Twisted Juggalo band is on that.
Oh
track.
my god. Jesus Christ. Why
Yeah.
have I not heard this?
Glitch Gang remix. It's on my playlist.
Oh my
The song
God.
goes crazy.
So
Head
what
PE, Crazy Town, and Twisted.
And
That's
Twisted.
fucking insane. That's
Yeah, I
stacked.
didn't know who the Dropout Kings were. I knew the other bands when I put it
I love
on my list.
Dropout Kings. But I actually know all of those artists, so holy shit. I
Yeah.
fuck with all of them heavily too.
Fuck yeah. I was just trying to decide whether or not like some Juggalo music, like ICP or Twisted, belongs in new metal. But I think they really deserve their own category.
Homies.
Yeah.
Homies by ICP and We Don't Die by Twisted, maybe.
Yeah.
Those are like
I mean,
the closest.
like Slash played guitar on the Great Malenko album for ICP.
Yeah, true.
But it's not quite metal enough. And they've
Yeah.
said before, like,
Hi,
we're not a rock
Bard
band.
627.
Like, we don't have live guitars.
That's true, yeah.
They're just other white rappers that get a lot of hate.
So
That's
I was
crazy,
gonna,
though.
what would you? Because ICP, I don't think they're new metal.
No,
yeah,
I
they're
don't.
not heavy.
They're
enough.
hardcore.
Yeah, exactly. It's like its own separate thing.
It's hard.
Personally, I think they get their own category, but that's just because I love ICP.
That's what I'm saying.
What, would you just call it psychopathic or what?
Horrorcore
just
is like
Juggalo
they like.
in general.
Oh, okay. I see.
There's tons of other Juggalo bands like Lazy Dead
Twisted.
Homie, Twisted,
Zug Island.
Anybody Killer, Zug Island.
Yeah, I love ABK, dude. He's a rapper with a lisp, and his songs are fucking fire.
Yeah, that's Anybody Killer.
I think I'm just nervous.
But yeah, I think they get their own category.
That would
What
make
band?
sense though. That the Juggalos do have like, because they're like literally a whole different fan base. Like separate.
Did you know?
Yes.
I might blow your mind a little here, Javi, but did you know that Eminem got a lot of his influence from ICP?
Yes, he did.
Eminem.
Eminem.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, I could definitely see that.
ICP
He's like horrorcore adjacent because he talks
They both
about
came
the
up in the same
shit.
area.
Yeah.
They
makes
both
Yeah,
came
they're-
up in Detroit.
Detroit. So the thing that happened that made them not like each other though was fucking Eminem, and they were like in the same like studio or like management place, and Eminem had met them one time, and then he was gonna do his first album release show, and on the flyer for the show it said featuring ICP.
Question mark.
And question mark. No. The question mark comes later because it says featuring ICP, and then they literally confronted him to his face, and then he put maybe under it, under one of the flyers. I was like, oh my god, that's the most Eminem thing I've ever heard before in my life. Maybe.
Yeah, they were just like, why are you putting us on this flyer? You didn't even ask us. He was like, well, I'm asking you now. He's like, no, dog, you already put my name on the flyer.
That's pretty funny.
They had huge beef for a long time, but they've squashed it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. They
They
had
also-
a really funny beef, dude.
Yeah, they had some back and forth songs that went crazy. But on ICP and New Metal, ICP played at the infamous Woodstock 99. How familiar are you with Woodstock 99?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that before.
How familiar are you with the Hell's Angels?
Not as familiar as I am with Woodstock '99.
Yeah, because
Isn't that
Woodstock
the
'99 was when fucking Limp Bizkit and all them like pretty much incited a riot or some shit.
A
yeah?
little
Isn't that
bit,
the
yeah.
show that that fucking the Hell's Angels were the fucking security guards?
I don't
Or
I
is
don't
that a
know that there
different
No,
were
show?
security guards.
I think you're thinking of that Russian show or whatever. There was like a big. That's where the
Um,
Pantera and all that shit happened.
yeah, Woodstock '99 was huge for new metal. Once again, Kid Rock was on that one. Korn had a crazy set. You can see all the sets on YouTube. It's like I'm saying, it's not. I wasn't
Oh,
there in '99. I was fucking 3 years old. Or no, I wasn't. I was 5 years old. Anyway, yeah, Limp Bizkit, Korn, um, bunch of bands, bunch of crazy bands. ICP had a set during Woodstock '99 as well, and that set is amazing. If you get some time, you should watch it.
Crazy Boy said the Woodstock '99 doc was crazy. I didn't even know there was a documentary.
Yeah, so
yeah.
that documentary interviewed ICP about it, and they were like trying to get him to say all this bad stuff, and ICP was like, "Yeah, I heard that happen, but we had a great time. Like we weren't involved in any of that. They just left him out of the documentary."
That's
They're
funny.
like, yeah, dude, it was fucking awesome.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, those are some really awesome sets. Even the non new metal stuff from '99.
Oh, fucking Cabbage said Peeling
So
Flesh. That was the band that I was talking
Peeling
about.
Flesh, Oklahoma. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I thought they were from fucking Houston for some reason. Oklahoma. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pretty sure they're from
So
Oklahoma.
No,
the
you're
Hells
right. They
Angels
are
were
Oklahoma.
hired as security at the Altman Free concert in 1969.
Oh, Jesus.
It wasn't
Oh,
Woodstock. It was the same year as Woodstock.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's. You're talking about the
they
OG Woodstock. This fool's talking about
they
the one that.
basically yeah, the Hells Angels were the security and they fucking started beating the shit out of hippies.
Sick.
yeah, dope.
That's pretty dope.
It's like
No, I'm just kidding. We're cool with the hippies, I guess.
Nah. No. Fuck them.
smelly smellies.
Yeah,
But yeah,
those
Peeling
Go
sets
take
were
a
Flesh,
were
those
shit.
crazy
guys.
too, in a very different way. Like I want to say Santana set,
Mm,
and like Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin, all them.
yeah, it's like
Also iconic
psychedelic
sets, but
shit.
very different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think '99 was the reason they stopped doing Woodstock for a while. Like they
Yeah.
legit like
Yeah,
quit.
I think that was the last one, wasn't it?
I don't know if they've done it again since then.
I think that's when Ozfest picked up around that time.
But yeah, I was gonna ask you about that Peeling Flesh band. Have you've heard them? You said you jammed them.
So I know a couple songs. I got some homies that have played with them. I also get them and Snuffed on Sight confused sometimes because they do a song together that I really like.
Snuffed on
But
Sight. That's a cool ass
yeah,
name.
Yeah, Woodstock 99 was the last Woodstock.
Damn.
And it took place in Rome, New York.
Gee. Yeah, that
dude.
fucking where
How
that
familiar are you with wrestling, Javi? You know who the Miz is?
no.
Oh,
Because there's
so
yeah. So there's video of him at Woodstock '99. He's like a drunk frat guy. And he's like, Woodstock
no
'99. What the
fucking
fuck is
way.
up? Let's go. Yeah,
No fucking way. That's
because
fucking
he was on a
hilarious.
like MTV either Road Rules or like the Real World,
No,
and then he
yeah, he
became
was
a
in
wrestler.
Real World. He was in Real World, and literally his gimmick on Real World was that I'm just
He's the
here.
Miz.
I'm just here so WWE will sign me. So I'm just gonna be a wrestler persona.
Yeah.
No shit. He knew with the strategy.
And then it
Um,
worked.
Dude, honestly, wrestling and new metal went together very hard during that time because that's the time of like
I
the
think they
Attitude Era.
still do. They still are very synonymous with each other.
Hmm.
No, they evolved or whatever. So
It's a little different
um,
now.
the type of stuff they do now is like the poppies and the spirit boxes and all of the
Oh,
like
it's like the
more commercial sounding metal.
Yeah, so when new metal was like current, like back in the day, in the Attitude Era. That's when they'd have Limp Bizkit come do like Rollin' while the Undertaker rides the motorcycle down to the ring.
Yeah.
That's when they had Limp Bizkit do play Crack Addict at WrestleMania. And like so WWF or E, they'd put out like these promo packages, and they'd always have like a new metal band behind them as well playing. And that's where I got a lot of like my taste of music from, or like these wrestling
Actually, the
packages.
most famous wrestling package, promo package, is The Rock versus Stone Cold, and it's the just one more fight,
Yes.
and it's like the most famous one of all time. I see people doing like at the concerts while the song is playing with the promo package playing on their phone, and I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah, I've seen those videos. Those are dope. Creed is also a band that was like featured very heavily on that shit.
Yeah, they're coming back. Like Butt Rock is making a comeback right now.
Butt rock
Oh,
and new metal both coming
Creed
back
came
hard.
back because they had the Super Bowl commercial, not this one, but last year, and it was like one of the most iconic Super Bowl commercials of all time. I think it was like a Amazon Prime commercial or whatever. It has like Patrick Stewart and just like a bunch of actors in there.
Honestly, I saw Creed last year, and it was one of my favorite concerts I've ever seen. This shit was
Oof.
dope.
I'd
Hey
go see
guys,
them for the meme.
don't Google what Creed's original name was.
It was
Don't do it.
them, Nickelback, not Nickelback, Three Doors Down, and Finger 11. Yeah, we saw last year.
Oh
Dude,
shit.
Finger 11, fuck yeah.
That's like
Yeah, and I
punk
was
rock
expecting
metal.
like just go sit down, watch it, check it out, but it was a fucking show, dude. It was dope.
Yeah, as far as like new metal goes, where do you think it's like headed? Because it has been resurging back. There are bands that are doing it again.
I'm gonna do.
I don't know that you can make like a current new metal band. I think you'd sooner get lopped into like the hardcore category than like the new metal category
Well,
nowadays.
that band Dropout Kings, I was saying that like trap is like a subgenre. Trap metal is now like a subgenre of that new metal wave, you know?
Yeah, because
Hmm.
there is a genre that's recognized right now called trap death metal, I think is what it's called, or what I saw.
Really? I've only
And
heard it referred to as trap metal.
or maybe that's what it was, trap metal, yeah. So yeah, maybe it was trap metal. But yeah, that's I guess the new current state of what. So it's not really new metal in essence because it's a
I mean,
new
there's bands
thing.
that listen to new metal growing up and are trying to make new metal bands. Or I don't want to say that. There's a band in town I like called Crossways 3000,
Oh, I
and
fucking love Crossways, bro.
they're fucking dope. I saw them at a pretty sick show twice recently. And they
Uh,
got some heavy new metal aspects, but like would I call them new metal? Like I don't know. It feels odd to call like a newer band
I think
new
they fit the
metal.
bill. I think they fit the bill.
But yeah, they definitely sound it.
Yeah.
So people are being influenced by new metal today and
Still
trying to
today and
emulate that.
heavily.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you can thank new metal for like the start of like an evolution in heavy because or maybe they just popularized it because System of a Down was like one of the first bands I like went to go look up the guitar tabs, and it was Drop C, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
Korn with the 7 and 8 string guitars, one of the first ones to be doing that and like popularize that kind of shit. So a lot of that shit, yeah, carries down. Open World plays in Drop C. Born Savage, Drop B. Like, I
So
think we
would you
can thank new metal
consider
for down
Open
tunings.
World a new metal like adjacent band?
Not at all. No.
That's what I was about to say. I don't
Uh,
think y'all are. Yeah, I can hear rhythm parts in y'all's music where it's not your run of the mill like HXC beat down
yes,
stuff.
we might share some riffage with new metal, but that would
Right.
probably be it.
So it's like
Trust
hardcore
me, when we got
inspired
together, I
by.
tried to make a new metal band, but like just nobody wanted to rap and everybody wanted to do hardcore.
Howie,
Yeah.
let's rap for him.
Oh God, I'll be a new metal front man for the meme.
Bro, let's be a new metal frontman duo for the meme, and let's
I'll
make
be.
out on stage
Oh
for the
God.
meme. For the meme, Javi.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's chill. It's just for the meme.
God damn it. Like, look at how new metal we are. Start making out. Dude, my
Hey,
chair
yo,
sounds like it's
I
about
love
to
that
fall apart.
that fortune sticker you got there.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I love Fortunes.
Yeah, that guy sold me the camera that we do like everything with Double Dog Dare on.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me that the other night.
Yeah, he seems chill. Seems like a chill ass
Yeah.
dude.
Well, he's dope. It was like New Year's at that show in Corpus, and I walked outside. I'm all drunk at the time. I don't drink anymore, but I was drinking a lot back then. And they're like setting off fireworks in the fucking parking lot. He's got like one of those tube fireworks, like one of the big boys. And
Yeah.
I might be drunk, but I swear to God, I walked back there and he's just holding it up above his head, just boom, to like let that shit rip out of his hands.
Jesus Christ.
As
Mad.
my memory recalls, I thought that shit was crazy. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you said you've been bulking right now? Or you're not bulking.
No,
You're doing the opposite.
no, yeah. Yeah, we're watching the diet, hitting the gym.
That's good. That's good.
Listen to a bunch of
Hypertrophy.
new metal in the gym today to prepare for this.
Hell yeah. So you said top 2 for those other bands. Who's your top
Yeah,
top
so
band?
in no particular order, definitely Snot and Primer 55. Top 2. Limp Bizkit would take number 3.
Oh, so you're saying Primer 55 and Snot like fight for your number 1? Like they're like always up there.
There,
Like, yeah, okay, I see.
yeah,
What you're
you
saying.
can switch them around.
Yeah, okay.
And this is just like new metal.
Mhm.
And then you asked me about them earlier. I'd probably put Mudvayne in there. Just riffs wise.
Yeah.
Crazy and the way they look, I thought was fucking cool back in the day. I didn't know what they were. I thought they were scary. I saw like a
Yeah.
magazine cover and I was like 6 or 7, I think. I was like, ooh, those guys are scary.
Did you ever see Mushroom Head?
I did not see them, no.
Like do you know what they look like though? Like have you ever
No, I don't.
I don't know if
I
you're
can
on
look it
this
up.
tree. Yeah, they look sick, but their music is terrible. So you've never listened to
No,
Mushroom Head.
no. Oh, they don't look familiar to me, no.
Whoa, that's crazy. So I was gonna ask you if you would consider them new metal, but I don't know, because I don't think they are. They're like I don't know what I would fucking consider Mushroom Head. But they did that whole like wearing the mask and like they're kind of like horror themed, I guess, or some shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of that shit going around. They fall in the masks and face paint gimmick. And for like a number 5, I don't know, maybe Cold Chamber. I really like.
God damn it! I hate.
Are you
You know
calling me
Cold Chamber?
loco?
Yes,
Me
exactly.
loco.
I fucking hate them.
I fucking
You
hate
fucking,
you.
of course you do. Of course you
Hey
do.
yo, Javi. Fuck your opinions. This podcast is just me and Dak now.
Yeah, Big
I'm
Truck
joking.
by Cold Chamber goes insane.
Hell yeah.
Very hardcore type song too. Lots of palm mutes and chugging. That's all throughout new metal.
Who's
Didn't
the
they
band
become
that
another
does?
band?
I don't know.
Wasn't there a new metal band
I
that
got
did
you.
like a bunch of fucking like nursery rhymes or some shit like that?
Korn?
Was it Korn?
I don't know a lot about Korn, actually.
Korn does 1, 2, book your shit. What is it?
Yeah, I remember
Those
hearing it
fucking
one time on
London
TikTok.
bridges falling down. Yeah, they have a song that's just full of nursery rhymes.
So
That's so
Korn is
funny.
fucking dope, and they got riffs out the ass. And I've seen some like crazy performances online, but just like once you figure out like what's behind all the songs, it's just like real heavy and fucking dark to listen to. So I don't get around to Korn a lot.
Ooh,
Yeah, it is really
Non-Point.
dark.
Would you consider
Cold
Non-Point?
Chamber.
Non-Point is fucking dope. I love Non-Point.
Non-Point is
They
dope.
had some songs in SmackDown versus Raw 2006 or 7 that I still bump to this day. Bullet with a Name.
They're
And,
new
there's
metal
another
though.
one on
I
there.
didn't even know.
They're so new metal.
Really, I
They're
had
So,
no
new
idea.
metal.
I've heard that
Hi,
name so many
Chimchango.
times.
Coal Chamber became Devil Driver.
Oh, no shit.
What?
Yeah.
That band sucks
Yes.
too.
God
Again.
damn it, Javi.
Again, Javi, shut the fuck up. Okay. I know this is your Twitch channel, but shut the fuck up. Okay.
Sorry.
We're done with you
Sorry
today.
that you guys like musical farts.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
And who
why do you
doesn't
say
like the
this?
smell of
Have you
some
heard this
farts one
band?
time, every now and then, you know?
Or are
Them
you just
bones?
mindlessly talking shit?
Who? Cold Chamber?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking awful. That guy sounds like a screeching hyena. He was. I hate his vocals. He's like,
Steamroller, roll, look at my head, steam, what test the boat, loco.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
it sounds so.
I get that
funny.
shit in my head
Big
all the
truck.
time.
Big truck.
Big
Yeah,
truck.
whatever. They're hard as shit. I would commit crimes in a coal chamber pit.
What would you
Coal
consider
Chamber
Psycho
bangs, dude.
Stick? Have you ever heard of Psycho Stick?
Yeah, I found out about
That's
them
parody.
through like Juggalo shit. They're not new metal. Well, I guess they. Fuck, I don't know. When did they come out?
Call them parody. They're parody music.
He's
Yeah,
like,
it's comedy music.
Yeah, it's like a meme at the end of the day, but they're emulating a lot of new metal, or
Yeah,
just like
for sure.
alternative, I guess. But yeah, it's nothing to take serious or anything.
No.
Oh shit, Chimchango is
Let's
in
go.
the chat. What's up, Angel?
What up, dog?
He said, "What's your favorite Tony Hawk?"
Underground 2.
Ooh,
Yeah.
With the
taste.
Jackass crew. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's a good one.
God, Angel would get in here and make us talk about the Tony Hawk soundtracks.
He said Service Cock is new metal. You
Fucking
silence Dak.
Thug 2 had I think the Suicide Machines. They had 3 Inches of Blood. There's some other bangers
Ooh.
on there. It's been a long time since I've looked at it though.
Dude, okay, so you're saying based off of soundtrack, that's your favorite one, or you just over?
Oh, that's the one I played the most. I didn't really
Okay.
play the other ones too much, and I just like I loved Jackass as a kid.
Same.
You know, it's all wiener and fart jokes.
God damn it.
How could you not?
The word wiener is just funny.
Well, say it
Hawk's
as much
Underground
as you
too.
like, I guess.
God damn it. Yeah, I was gonna say, were there any like other mediums of like media that influenced you with new metal? Like, oh, you said you got into it later though, right? You didn't really-
Yeah. I was already an adult when I really did the new metal dive.
Mhm.
Wrestling, like we go back to what we talked about. Found some of them through the packages, some of them through like a live performance at a show, some of them through the video games. Wrestling and new metal were like very, very tied together.
Mm. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, the first new metal band. Who would you consider like the first new metal, or the like? What would you consider the first time new metal being like?
Maybe. Do you consider off the top casual conversation? I would be like probably Korn. I know you've told me your new metal hot take about the Beastie Boys being new metal.
So yeah,
but
we're digging.
They're just not metal
Well,
enough.
we have a hotter take though.
Yeah,
the
there's-
first like new metal song.
We got deep into it.
Okay.
We were saying that like new metal was conceptualized the moment hip hop met rock in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So we were saying that technically the first new metal song would be Run DMC and Aerosmith's Walk This Way.
That is not a hot take at all. I think that's a pretty common take.
So you would say
first time rap and
would
rock
agree
really
with-
met. I don't know that I would call it new metal.
Right.
Would you call Walk This Way new metal?
But that's what I'm saying. It's not really new metal. It's just like the
So,
first concept of like.
I would
that.
say Korn, or if you could conceive of Primus as new metal, then I might
That-
go Primus.
Oh my god,
That's like
I didn't-
prog or whatever, right?
Yeah, I was so. Would you throw Primus into the new metal category? You're stepping on my toes now. What is this?
You're stepping on the foundation of what we do here right now.
What
You
okay.
just shattered everything you believe in.
I'm curious. No, elaborate on that.
So I mean,
Hi,
he had
KR15
like
Della
the
Funky Soul.
5-6 string basses, all detuned and shit, with some pretty hard riffs in there. And he's kind of in that boat of like System of a Down, where it's not rapping, but there's some wordplay shit going on there.
They
I
have the
think
cadence.
Yeah. Just weird as hell. That's another thing that new metal was just fucking weird. It was kind of shock rock in a way.
So I can
But so
agree
if
to an
you're
extent.
down to get on the Primus's new metal bus, then that'll be my answer. But if not, it would be Korn.
So what about? Because in my opinion, I would say Primus is more prog than they are new metal. They even border the line of like folk and Americana at points. You are right though, because they do have insane detuned like riffs at times, but I feel like that's only in their popular. They only like highlighted those during the era of new metal because they're like, this will fit that mold. But if you go and do a deep dive on a Primus record, 90% of it's like weird prog,
yeah, maybe they got some new
shit.
metal songs and they're not a new metal band.
I agree with that tenfold. Like I completely can agree to that. Because there's some inspiration there.
Things that we've discussed here is that there's a lot of times where bands step out of their genre, and some bands even do it like regularly throughout albums, where they'll just like throw random genres of songs in there, you know, like sometimes a fucking metalcore band will just have like a random rock song on their album, you know?
Yeah, it's
like
just
I love when a band does that.
Yeah.
Adds texture to it.
So
for anyone in the chat, if you don't listen to albums from beginning to end, I hate you. Do it now. You need to start listening to
with my
full
people.
albums.
Here's one.
You said that, and I realized I'm with my people.
So I was listening to some new metal at the gym today, recommended by Spotify. Like Spotify just takes my music, whatever they consider new metal. They made a list. There's a lot of Godsmack on this list, but I think they might fall under more like butt rock and stuff. And yes, I get the a lot of people don't like them either.
I like some of their stuff, and I like their live performances.
So
specifically,
respect to Godsmack, their self-titled album, everybody knows Voodoo, off of that album. But I would argue that every other song on that album is fucking dope and better than Voodoo. But I don't know how new metal they are. They're
Godsmack is like post fucking grunge.
I find them pretty butt rock adjacent as well.
Post grunge is actually an interesting take.
And Godsmack is #1 in Javi's heart.
That's not even that bold of a take.
Hell yeah!
It's because that's what I would
actually
I would say that's.
But did Godsmack come post grunge, or were they a '90s band?
They were probably one of the earlier post grunge.
Late '90s, early 2000s. They were definitely in that time era. They were playing shows with all the other guys we've been talking about. Yeah, it doesn't feel right to really call them new metal.
Korn though, then you would say that Korn is the first.
So yeah,
what would you consider? My bad. What would you consider Ice-T's band?
Body Count is new metal.
Okay, so then they would be
Body
the first.
Count goes hard.
They would be the first.
When did they come out?
Like
bro, this is gonna blow your mind. Yeah,
really?
It was like '86 or some shit.
Oh shit! So Korn was after that.
Yeah, Korn was like in the '90s, I think, like early '90s.
I think late '80s even.
So Korn, I would say
they were 93 for Korn.
Korn was the first one to like foster that aesthetic of new metal along with
Body Count came out in 1990.
Yeah, so Body Count was their first. But see, they were like kind of already wrapped with Ice-T, and I would call them new metal for sure. They got the rap metal thing going on, but I think they're closer to hardcore than they are new metal.
Exactly. They were hardcore in practice, but in a perception, like they made new metal on accident. So I agree with you that Korn is the first like full-fledged new metal, like like polished up to a T. Like this is what you can call new metal or whatever. That's kind of what we discussed in the last episode.
Yeah,
Too. That's cool.
but I think body count. Saying body count is new metal is not wrong, and I fuck with body count heavy.
Well, that's
So to connect the new metal stuff with the wrestling again, you remember New Jack?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So funny story about New Jack. Well, not New Jack, but funny story about Body Count is that they had a song that the name and the lyrics of the song actually caused like Time Warner to get like death threats and like terroristic threats and shit from all kinds of people. The song was called Cop Killer.
Yeah.
And that is
That was New Jack's entrance music?
That was New Jack's finisher. That's the name of his finisher.
Oh, right.
It's a
Isn't
reference
body
to
count the reason
count.
that we have explicit content labels?
I thought it was NWA.
Pretty sure. That might also be true, yeah.
I think it might be NWA. It could be body count. I just love body count's version of institutionalized. That shit goes hard.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I could give a fuck if you eat sawdust, motherfucker.
I just want to play my Xbox. You being a dumb ass bitch.
He said, Oprah says that guys who play Xbox too much don't love their wives. He says, fuck Oprah. Oprah ain't got no man.
Ice-T is a gnarly motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Dude's fucking awesome.
But yeah, new metal, hardcore. Is there any other, like, I know you got your band stuff. You want to talk some more on open world? Y'all got any music working, or y'all got shows popping?
We got shows. Fucking when they are, soon, where they are around. No, I don't know the exact dates, but we've got some like songs cooking. I don't know when they'll be released. I think there's a San Antonio hardcore compilation that's in the works, and we're gonna contribute a song to that. And I think we're gonna try to make it one of our new ones. We're going on a short run with Inner Self and Born Savage to Oklahoma, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Austin here in March.
And you guys do everything DIY, right? Like it's all.
I mean, what do you mean DIY? I mean,
it's just like homies helping homies type shit. Like it's all.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because hardcore's like a big
DIY. Like I gotta pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how DIY works.
Yeah, we gotta pay for it, but we're excited about it. Gonna have a good time. We had some help like putting it together. Like I didn't fucking put it together.
Right, but you guys like the bands all like got together and like collectively had like work in on
stuff.
Yeah,
we all know each other, we're all homies. That's so sick. And I don't think any of us have played out of state, so that was a big one we were trying to do anyway, and so we were like, let's just do it together.
Yeah, Oklahoma's right there too. It's a good spot. There's a lot of like music shit going on out there.
Yeah, they have a hardcore fest there. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's every year. Don't remember what it's called. But yeah, they got a scene out there.
I think that's just the Oklahoma Rock Fest, right?
No, this is like a smaller hardcore fest.
Oh, like a hardcore fest. Okay, I thought you were talking about like a big festival.
No. Yeah, I'm talking like the hardcore. I know they got some festivals out there too.
That's what's up. And then you said you're filling in with Born Savage lately too.
Yeah, I did a little some out of towners last weekend with Born Savage. We went down to the Valley, love the Valley, and then we went to San Marcos. There's some bands, some hardcore bands popping up in San Marcos now. So
right,
that I really like Los Cabrones from San Marcos and Nerve Point.
Oh, those are
pretty dope
bands?
fucking bands.
Okay, but
yeah.
Did you ever play with Bloodhound?
No, that was before my time. I was like still into like punk rock and stuff at that time. The hardcore, still kind of I'm still kind of new to it, I guess.
Oh hell yeah! Well, welcome.
Yeah, it's been good to me. People have been digging our stuff. I
Hell yeah,
just
I
like
love it.
any rowdy music. I love rowdy music.
So when you were in
Hell
the
yeah.
punk scene, because I know you said you did a lot of folk punk shit, but like, what did you start on? Like when growing up, what did you
Uh,
listen to? Like
oh,
punk wise.
like Linkin Park and Godsmack, probably. I had those CDs.
So was that like your first
Um,
CD? Like,
no, my first CD, funny enough, was Will Smith's Will 2K, the new Willennium. It's got Wild Wild West on there. Great album.
fucking hate
But
you, Ted.
no, dude. So you're gonna talk shit about Big Willie style? You're gonna talk shit about Will Smith as a rapper now?
Have you heard that one song where he's like, "He's a nice guy, he's a nice guy"? It's like the song's just about him being a nice person, and it's
Well,
the
maybe he is.
not anymore. He slapped
Yeah,
fucking
that
Chris
that
Rock.
and Smash Mouth. I got him as like a double pack for my first CDs that I had. Smash Mouth, Astro Lounge.
Will Smith did nothing wrong. Sometimes you gotta slap a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying, dog. He said, "Keep
You
my wife's name out your mouth."
you know what I just realized? If anything, the thing that makes System of a Down new metal is the fact that Serge Tankian did a song with the Wu-Tang Clan. So
Yeah.
he has an N-word pass too. He says it in that
Oh,
song.
that's
No,
crazy.
well, he's not even like a American white dude, you know.
I mean,
They're
true.
all Armenian.
So
Yeah.
if you're not from America, then you can say the
Well,
N-word.
I'm just saying that
Javi, I
like
don't think you get to give
other
them out.
people have like, more leniency than specific
Oh,
people,
well,
you know
yeah.
what I'm
If
saying?
RZA and
Yeah.
ODB came up to me and were like, "Dude, you can say it," I'm like, "All right."
I'm gonna fucking look them dead in the face and say
God
I'm not
damn.
falling for that shit.
Hey, there you go. Come on, Javi. It's too
Y'all are
easy to get you.
white. Well, Stin, you're half, right?
No, I'm fully fucking white. I'm white as hell, son.
I'm white as hell. That's
Yeah, I'm Italian, but not enough to call me anything but white.
well, Italian would mean you're white, because that's like,
You think so?
yeah, like Spanish, Italian, all that shit. If you're from like Europe, that's like considered, I guess, white.
I think that's a hot take.
Maybe. Maybe,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't care
It's a half hot
what
take, I
people
think.
think I am.
We're all just
But
pieces
I
of
don't know too
shit.
much geography, so I couldn't fucking tell you anything.
Is being white new metal? Yes.
Fuck, a little bit.
I mean, unless
No.
body count is considered new metal.
I mean, I think that's a big reason of why people hated new metal. Like after it was done, people talked mad shit about it for a long time. It's because it was but a lot of their fans were just angry white kids who wanted to rap, and
Right.
everybody knows a
Kyle's.
guy like that they don't like.
Everybody knows a Kyle.
Yeah, it's very Kyle energy, wife beater, sagging your pants.
But see, I feel like all the very first new metal bands, how we were talking, they're like real. The subject matter is too real at times. Like it gets really fucking dark really quick. And
Yeah.
then it wasn't until like the latter half of the '90s that people started getting a little more wacky and playful with it. Like, because what is that first?
Well,
While we're talking
you
about
gotta think about it
Korn.
like the metal debuted as kind of like a anti-systemic, like
It's a
the
counterculture.
yeah, it was like debuted as a counterculture, and then immediately Christians were like, it's Satanist, and then people who play metal were like, fuck yeah, Satan, and it was like, is it really Satanist? No, but they were fucking around, and they made really fucking dark music while doing it just to play to that, you know? Because
Mhm.
they realized it was like the shock value thing. Like the more they did it, the more people were checking it out to see what other people were talking about, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
got
how
shock
music.
value. Yeah.
Yeah,
Make enough
and then
noise.
new metal
Everyone
came
can
in
check
and
it
it
out.
was just like, yeah, we don't even care about any of that. Let's fucking have fun.
And let's be silly. Yeah.
Let's get
That's fucking
silly.
loco.
God damn it.
Oh, it's like zany or kooky.
Or kooky or whatever. God
Yeah,
damn it.
hell,
That's so funny. But yeah, that's interesting because when I was a kid, all I thought new metal was just like scary man in mask. Like, okay, this is just a weird guy in a mask. Because Slipknot, I think, was my first introduction to it.
Yeah, I don't think I've like I don't listen to Slipknot a lot anymore, but I would definitely like to point out that maybe I should have put them in my top 5 instead of Cold Chamber. Honestly, I
Yeah,
think
fuck
they
Cold
deserve that way
Chamber.
more than Cold Chamber.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
just kind of
So
forgot about them.
we can't talk about new metal
But
without
Slipknot
talking
was
about.
crazy.
We gotta talk about this one subject. All right, probably the biggest, most popular beef in new metal. Do you know what that is?
I'm
Um,
scared.
I think I do, but lay it on me.
Slipknot and Mushroomhead.
That is not what I thought you were going to say. No.
Now I want to know what
What's your thoughts on Slipknot and Mushroomhead?
Well, like we said earlier, I don't know Mushroom Head, so
Yeah,
I'm Team Slipknot on that one.
Dak said he's never jammed them really. And I was
That's
like, what?
Hi,
crazy.
King Koopa
Yeah,
35.
so they have like more of a it's like same Slipknot vibe, same but different, you know,
I don't
with
think
the
they're the
masks and the
same.
multiple. I
As
said
far as
same but
Yeah,
different.
I
yeah,
looked them up.
yeah.
I saw some pictures of them. They look comparable to Slipknot, but I
Yeah.
bet they didn't have the riffs like Slipknot.
Howdy, King Koopa. Thanks for the chat. We chilling, we yapping.
I don't know about the early music,
But
but a
see,
lot
I
of the
think
music I heard whenever I was a kid
Was
was good.
first. Mushroomhead did it
Yeah,
first, but Slipknot did it better. So it was
better.
kind of
Yeah.
like
Mm,
they just like perfected it.
But the thing that gets Mushroomhead fans mad is like there's like a tone in his voice that Corey Taylor does. It's like completely replicative of one of their, you know, it's like in that song Plague where he's like, "You're impossible, go fuck, it's like a melalomaniacal cat."
Maniacal tab on my tongue.
Yeah, so like that tone that he has in his voice there is kind of like the tone of the one of the guys in Mushroomhead,
Mm,
and that's like why people get mad about it. And then also the masks and shit, like
But
it
see,
feels like a ripoff, but I think it's too close to call it a ripoff. You know?
Mushroomhead is way more horrorcore. That's what we were kind of talking about a little bit earlier. Because I would say they
Sure.
fall a little more under horrorcore, just because
Sure.
they're more theatrical.
Okay, they are
I
kind of.
wouldn't. I was kind of speaking out of turn. Like I was just thinking, it's hard for anybody to touch Slipknot.
Oh
Like for
yeah.
you to be
Yeah.
even compared to Slipknot, like I must be decent. Fuck.
But the thing is with Mushroomhead, they went in with full intentions of wearing masks and doing all that shit. Slipknot, that happened after they formed. Like they started as a band without wearing masks and shit in their like first conception. So it's just
So
that's where people are like, you guys just ripped that, which they might have been like, dude, these guys do it. Let's just do it cooler.
the song that I'm gonna want you guys to check out, it's called "Solitaire Unraveling" by Mushroomhead. It's probably their most popular song, and it's the most similar to Slipknot that I can find.
To Slipknot.
Slipknot.
I enjoy talking about all this stuff. I don't get to just yap endlessly about new metal very often.
Well, we're glad to have you on here.
We're here
to
for
just
it, yeah.
riff about it. Yeah, that's why it's a
Oh yeah.
music
If you
appreciation.
ever want a Juggalo episode, I'm your man. We
I'm
can do a
right there
whole
with you.
episode on that.
We can mute Javi and just talk for days.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Stin is also fucking autistic for wrestling, so y'all would probably get along super well.
Sounds
Well,
like a good
juggalos
man.
and wrestling go along too.
Yeah,
Pretty-
we're gonna
pretty well.
chill and go through some of the recommendations that everyone put in this week. If you want to chill in the chat and like review this shit with us too,
Sure, thanks for having me.
hell yeah.
Guys, check out Open World.
Y'all check out Open World. Y'all go follow them on all social medias. They are amazing. I got to finally catch them live and it was sick. So we got to expand on some new metal. Dak has always been an advocate for new metal. And yeah, check out his music. Check out all his bands. We're gonna do this again next week, and we'll talk to y'all later.